Okay, so you've come to the completion portion of the training, and just a few things to recap and remember about driver etiquette and things that should happen on and off the road. Some things that I've not only learned by being on the road, but also things that I did the wrong way, and others called me out on it real quick. And I want to share those with you so that you can be the best of the best. And that's what we're striving to be here. A reminder for you is this: whether you're a driver or a co-driver, you have to remember that that bus that client is on, that's their house. So I want you to think, would you show up at their house for the very first time and plop down on their couch in the living room, change the channel that they're watching, put your feet up, take your shoes off, make a sandwich out of their refrigerator, and just act like there's nothing wrong with that? I know you may not go to that extreme, but I'm just saying that's the way they see it when you invade their spot. So you should be out of sight and out of mind. Know where your spot is. Stay off the bus when you don't need to be on it. And when you are on it, you should be in your bunk or in that driver's seat when you're driving. Otherwise, stay out of the area and stay clear. As you get involved in a client for years, that situation will probably change and you'll become part of the family that they're in. But you shouldn't take advantage of that on the very front side of your meeting. That's years down the road. So just something to remember as you're hopping on that first trip. Customer service is what we're looking for, and we need to be courteous and thoughtful and considerate to the needs of our clients. That's the most important thing. I say all of that to say, you think nobody would do that. Actually, we've had a couple of drivers that have done that. When you go in and sit down in the front lounge of the bus, and they're going to be friendly and respectful to you and say, hey, come in here and sit down and hang with us. They may want you to sit down. I would say, especially on the first meeting, and say, man, thank you very much. I'm gonna go ahead and go to my bunk and get some rest. I've got to drive in a little bit. They're gonna respect that you're doing the job that you're being paid to do, which is rest and be prepared. Again, I've had some guys that will sit down there and they stay 5 or 6 hours in that front lounge like they're the artist, and then they've got 3 hours before they start driving. They go lay down for 3 hours, and now then you've made your people riding the bus uncomfortable because they're thinking, is he going to be rested enough? Is he going to have enough sleep? I really don't think it's any. I don't think you should probably be in a situation where you make any of them feel uncomfortable about whether you've had rest. Go to your bunk, even if you're just laying in there not sleeping. They think you're sleeping, and that's where you need to be, because we need to put them at ease that we are prepared and ready to do our job at all times. A very important point to make, if you don't listen to anything else that's said, you need to understand that the most important person on that bus is the client. It's not you. You're there to serve their needs. You should find out what their needs are and know what they're looking for, and stay out of their way, and don't just start running off at the mouth about everything about you and all the tours you've done, and I've been here and I did this and I'm from there and I do. You'll nurture a relationship as you go along, but in the very beginning you don't need to spill your guts about everything about you. It's not about you, it's about them. So ask the questions of the people that you need to ask. The tour manager, are there any special things that are needed on this bus that I need to make sure I have for you? Is there any certain time you would like to be at the venue? Do I need to make any stops along the way? Do you like the temperature at this? What is it that I can do to make your ride the best possible? And listen to what they're saying and then implement that. And as you do that, you will become one of the most important people involved in their tour, because you have served them the way they need to be served. Probably one of the biggest things that I hear from tour managers is, I always have problems with drivers because they're always in the way, They're always trying to change what I need to have done, the way I need it to have done, and they're trying to dictate to me where we're going to go and how we're going to do it. So understanding that you're there to serve their needs, they're not there to serve your needs, will get you longevity in this career that you're trying to get into.